What's up, guys? My name's Dustin. I go by Limestone Picker here on YouTube. Today, we're going to be going over Adam Sandler on the PSP. This is something that I've been waiting to do for a while. I finally got the last piece that we needed for this video. So, let's get into it. The Sony PSP was released March 24th, 2005. I was 10 years old. I think I was about to finish the 4th grade and go into the 5th grade. But when I got to the 5th grade, I think 3 people had the PSP. And if you had the PSP, you were cool. So my birthday was in September of 2005. And I remember begging my mom for a PSP. She actually got me one for my birthday. And the first thing that I got with my PSP, I was allowed one thing. It could either be a game or a UMD movie. I chose The Longest Yard. So I had never seen this movie. I think it had just came out. But watching this on the PSP the night that I got it, I love this movie. It's one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies of all time. It still is to this day. But at that point in time, I thought it was amazing. I watched it on repeat because this was the only thing besides the sample disc that came with the PSP. It was the only thing that I had for it. So, I mean, I watched this for a good while, and I think it was a month or two before I actually got another game. And I think the first game that I got was Tony Hawk Underground 2 Remix. But the PSP is one of my favorite systems of all time, and when I started doing the Adam Sandler collection, I knew that I wanted to get every Adam Sandler movie on the PSP. Now I can say that we've done that. During the 2000s, Adam Sandler was making Sony and Columbia a lot of money. A lot of money. But let's get into what they released on PSP. They released classics such as Billy Madison. So this is pretty much the special edition that had come out on DVD, but for your PSP. And I think it's great that they went back and released Universal titles too, because with that, you also had Happy Gilmore, 2 of the greatest Adam Sandler movies of all time. They are where he came up with his production company's name, Happy Madison, and it's just a great, great movie. I'm almost certain that Happy Gilmore, I mean, this isn't an Adam Sandler movies, but it is video. I'm pretty sure that Adam Sandler based Happy Gilmore off of his dad, because if you listen to Stan the Man, he talks about how his dad would make grown men cry at the driving range. He was an incredible driver. But another fun fact, at the little title card for Happy Madison, that is Stan Sandler. That's Adam Sandler's dad. So the more you know. We're going in order of when his movies were released. So this is actually, I think it's PAL. I'm not sure what region it is, but I think it's like Europe maybe. But this didn't get released in the States, but it's The Wedding Singer. So yeah, this wasn't easy to find. I had to like look up just different Adam Sandler movies with PSP in the title, and this is the only one that popped up that I didn't know about. I think I ended up getting this for like under $5, and that was like with the global shipping fees. But just yeah, this was the cheapest copy that was on eBay, and I think the next cheapest was like $40. So if you want that, I'm sorry. I will add that Adam Sandler movies on PSP are some of the most expensive movies on PSP. Like, most PSP movies are under $5. Most of Adam Sandler's are 10 and up. So Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, you can expect to get those for like over $15. I think I got lucky and got mine in lots. So that's one way to get them if you're looking for them. Next up, we've got Big Daddy. This is another one of my all-time favorites. Mine's a little sun-faded on the spine there, but it's just Big Daddy. I mean, what else is there to say? Big Daddy. They also on the inside, they started doing this where the case is clear, so they gave you like some images inside. I really like that about it. I don't think that Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison have anything on the inside. They don't. Not sure why that is. Could be because Big Daddy is Columbia and Sony. After that, we've got Mr. Deeds, which is also a great movie. This is actually one of them that I didn't watch until I was older. So like, I remember when VHSs were being taken off shelves, they were still kind of being sold in like bargain bins. Dollar Tree or Dollar General had this like in a 2 for $5, and my grandma bought me this and the Crocodile Hunter movie for like 2 for $5, and I never watched it, but eventually I did watch, and it's a great movie. It's one of his best to me. It's definitely on up there. And next is the one we were waiting on to complete it. This is one of the most expensive of the Sandler movies in on PSP, but I ended up getting this with another movie that it's garbage. And a lot on Macari for $12 plus shipping. I think I was $20 all in. But Anger Management, this one is hard to find. I don't know if there's another one listed. I know all the ones that were listed under 20 had sold, so some of them might be over 20. But Anger Management, Jack Nicholson and Adam Sandler. And Adam Sandler has told before that he was really nervous about letting Nicholson down in this movie. And I think he did a good job with him. But another great movie. I didn't watch this one as a kid. I didn't watch it until later on in life. I've seen it. It's a great movie. Then we've got 50 First Dates. This is another one that's like up there in value for the PSP movies. But I got this one at a thrift store for $3. I remember this sitting on the shelf at a thrift store for a couple of weeks. And finally I was like, it's a Sandler movie. I should get it. This is before I started all this. But $3. I got that at a thrift store. Another one of his Columbia movies. So this is one that he would have been making Sony a lot of money. And there she is whooping up on Rob Schneider. That's another great movie. This is probably the cheapest of all his movies. I did not pay $10 for it. I think this one normally goes around $5. I think that's what I got it for. I think somebody on Macari sent me an offer of like $3 for it, and I accepted. But there's the inside. Yeah. This is one that I did watch when it came out. I remember my grandma worked with a guy that pirated movies, and she would get me bootleg movies, and Click was one of them that she got me. So that's always fun. Next up is The Longest Yard, the first one that I showed, but just a great movie. I have seen the original. I do think the original's okay, but I do think that this is the better of the two. You can sue me if you want to. But that one doesn't have anything on the inside, and I'm pretty sure this was the first movie that was actually like released like directly on PSP. Like it had come out in theaters, and then when it came out on DVD, it was released on PSP too. I'm pretty sure this is one of the first movies released on PSP. But that one would have come out before Click, so maybe they started doing that inside stuff later. The last one we have is You Don't Mess with the Zohan. I did get this one for $12.99 at a game store locally. I bought all the ones that he had that I didn't have. So, spending $13 on this one. This movie's okay. I mean, it's not his best, but I don't think it's his worst. I thought it was a decent movie. I mean, it's the Sandman. It's not the best. I will say that, but I do like it. It's decent. So, but as far as honorable mentions go, we do have The Benchwarmers. That is a Happy Madison movie released on the PSP. One of my favorite movies of all time. This is one that I will go to sleep to. I'll cut it on and just pass out. Normally I'll pass out like the second game they play, not the first kids they play, but when they do the dude with the sports store that challenges them, they play him. That's when I'll fall asleep. But yeah, that is every Adam Sandler movie released on the PSP. So maybe you learned something, because I definitely learned something getting into this. There are a few that I don't know why they never made it to be on the PSP, like 8 Crazy Nights. Columbia is a Sony property. I don't understand why they didn't put that on PSP. His very best of Saturday Night Live. I don't know why that wasn't on PSP, but Mike Myers, Chris Farley, and Will Ferrell had 2. I think those are the only 4 that were released on the PSP. I don't understand why Sandler wouldn't have been one of those that got made, but it is what it is. Chuck and Larry, that came out before You Don't Mess with the Zohan. I don't understand why that wasn't. Maybe by 2007 they were like, hey, let's ease off these movies, because they're not, I don't think they did that great. I enjoyed it, but I've always been more of a movie person than a video game person. I do enjoy games. I mean, my childhood PSP collection was like half and half, but I do love movies. I have way more movies than I do video games. But I don't know. Maybe that's something we can dive into later. But anyways, I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a little fun along the way. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.
And now, I'm going to show you my Adam Sandler DVD collection.